Hello, this is the Epic Atheist, and I'm back this time to talk about an issue that I've never talked about, and it's something I'm kind of new to. I am anti-prohibition, and if you are coming to this video thinking that I'm going to have facts and I'm going to tell you these things, I'm not really going to have anything. I might have a link or two below, but I'm not really going to, I didn't really research this. I have done research, but I mean I haven't recently done research to have verifiable facts. I'm just going to talk about my opinion on anti-prohibition. Why is prohibition bad, or is it good? And I'll be straightforward. Prohibition is bad. Why is prohibition bad? Why is restricting what people can do a bad thing? Well, simply, it doesn't work. For instance, there was alcohol prohibition, and it was horribly a failure. Another prohibition, which you might argue is not a prohibition, but I do think it is abstinence only. Abstinence only doesn't work. The states with abstinence only has the highest teen pregnancy rates than states with it. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. Education is the best method when it comes to children, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But, this whole drug war could end. The whole dangers of prostitution can end. Just get rid of the freaking prohibition and it will end. Then you can tax it. Nevada has prostitution and it's safe because they do it in brothels. They have legal prostitution that is safe. If you were to set up brothels, it would be safe. If you get rid of drug prohibitions, then people are going to use drugs, and it might be slightly more common, but you tell people the dangers of drugs. That's not a problem. Telling people that if you do heroin, X, Y, or Z will happen is better than saying, no, we're not going to allow you to do it. And maybe decriminalization things might be a solution to some drugs, but marijuana should absolutely be legal, taxed, and the government should make money off of it. Same thing with prostitution. That should be legal and also taxed. Now let me get back to this concept of if we legalize X, Y, or Z, our kids are going to do it. Well, our kids drink. And telling your kid not to drink is not a solution. Same thing as telling your kid not to have sex is not the solution. Telling your kid the consequences of that behavior and how to do it safely. For instance, if you think your kid's going to drink, tell them if you drink, make sure your car keys are nowhere near where you're going to be. Make sure they're in a hard place to get to, and tell them to do it at home. Tell them not to do it in an environment that's the safest. At a friend's house or at your house, to where the situation can be controlled. Not at a bar, not at a party with a dozen people, but at a little place with 3 or 4 people. You're not encouraging your kid to drink. You're just telling them, hey, if you're going to drink alcohol, here's what you should do to minimize the risk. That's what we should do as parents. I'm not a parent, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but reducing risk is better than telling our kids not to do something and then they make huge mistakes because they don't realize the consequences and they don't know how to do things safely. We should encourage our kids to do things safely, not discourage them to do things, because telling them not to leads to doing the action. Same thing with wars on drugs, wars on prostitution, wars on this. We're locking people up. We have overpopulated prisons. And these people are not doing these malicious things. We should arrest rapists and murderers and thieves, not people that want to have a freaking good time. And so yeah, this was my thoughts. Please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. If you do upload a video, please give me a private message on this topic. Please give me a private message so I can take a look at your video. I'd love to see the anti to this, and I would love to see people who also agree with me. I'd love to have both opinions to see maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can change my mind. I don't think you are going to, because I have done some research on this, but I'm always willing to listen to a good argument. This was the Epic Atheist. I am Epic, and so are you.